This week was a fucking shit show, emotionally speaking. And I feel like you would be able to tell if you look at my hair. That's why I'm wearing this bucket hat. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniel Rivera. I am a character designer and visual development artist. So last week I made this video where I was basically showing you this time lapse, and I would just talk over the time lapse about any random topic that I decided to talk about. This video is basically just that. My intention is to keep you company as you do stuff around the house, you know, like cooking, cleaning, and whatever. Think of me as that one friend that goes like, hey, we should cook something. And then I just stand in a corner and I keep talking to you while you're doing all the work. That's me. Anyways, let's go over this illustration. Okay, so I said that this week was like a shit show mentally for me, and part of the reason why it was like such a draining week for me was because I was having like a really bad art block, and these girls that I drew in this illustration is basically like the final product of me having a really bad art block this week. I was just like sketching a lot of random stuff in my iPad because I was just like trying to see if I could come up with something that I could illustrate that I liked, you know? And I remembered a few months ago, I did a drawing of a guy walking his dog, and it was like a plain background. I don't know why I really like that drawing a lot. So I was like, I kind of want to do something along the lines of that. I kept sketching and sketching, and then I finally like sketched those two girls just like smoking cigarettes, and I was like, hold the fuck up, I think I'm cooking. So I went with that and I started drawing them. And then when I decided the color palette for their outfits, I remember I really like this, I don't know how you call it, maybe like this phenomenon in media where two characters are like either best friends or a couple, and one of them is like wearing black and the other one is like very colorful or usually wearing pink. I really like that a lot, so I was like, okay, these two are definitely best friends, and one of them is always dressed in black and the other one is always wearing pink. But I imagine that both of them kind of have like similar personalities, and that's why they are best friends, you know, so that's why both girls are like serious and smoking. But that was like my thought process as I was doing these. There wasn't really too much of like a reason as to why I drew them or not, you know. It was just the final product of me having a really bad art block and not knowing what to draw. Before I start, I do want to let you guys know that I might go over a little bit, at least surface level, on the topic of like existentialism, or like maybe questioning a little bit of our mortality as humans. So if those are not topics that you're particularly inclined to listening to right now, maybe you might want to check out another video. I don't know, you can click something else, or I don't know. Anyways, hello, it's me from the future. I'm stupid, I don't know if you've noticed by now, and I misused the word existentialism. I did not talk about existentialism. What I tried to say was that I did go over like certain topics that kind of make me think about our mortality and how much time we have left in this world. But no, I did not talk about existentialism. Anyways, back to the video. So recently I have been in my low-key experiencing stuff era, meaning I have a lot of sad lingering thoughts in my head. And the reason I felt like that, or I still feel like that, it's because I was walking to the grocery store a few days ago, and I was listening to Charli XCX's I Think About It All the Time, the remix with Bon Iver. And based on what I can interpret from the song, and you can correct me in the comments because I'm fucking stupid and maybe I am fucking wrong. In the song, she's basically talking about how she's like scared of wasting her time and missing out on opportunities with loved ones. She's basically constantly thinking that she's older now and soon, you know, her time will come and she will die. And she's scared of that. She's scared of like missing out on opportunities or experiences because, you know, she's older. I was listening to the song as I was walking on my way to the grocery store. That shit made me spiral. Basically, I just like started thinking about how our time on earth is like so limited and how life goes by so fast and we don't really notice it. And I don't know, that just made me really fucking sad. Keep in mind that I am having this full-on existential crisis at the grocery store as I was deciding whether I wanted Chobani oat milk or Silk oat milk just because one was 10 cents cheaper than the other one. I bought this caramelized onion dip at Trader Joe's. It's so fucking good. Yeah. So as I was thinking about that, I was also, okay, while I was going through those thoughts, you know, I was also thinking about how I am an artist, right? And as artists, we're constantly like bombarded with these thoughts and feelings of having to always create, you know? Like the idea that we always have to be creating art or doing something that will make me better as an artist was like in my head this entire week. And that, you know, experience that I was having as I was walking to the grocery store was like the catalyst for it, because I kept having those thoughts. I was basically questioning myself a lot whether what I was doing was making me either a better artist or if I was actually just wasting my time, you know? I was thinking a lot, oh, why am I doing this when I could just instead be doing art or doing art studies or spending time with other artists. I think that made me flare up my imposter syndrome. So that's why this entire week was like a little bit all over the place in my head for me. I found myself wondering and rethinking a lot how in the past I could have done certain things differently so I could like make the most of who I am as a person and how I could have become a better person. I feel like I was not in the best mindset to be thinking about those things, you know? I still have those feelings lingering around, but I am definitely in a better mindset right now. I feel like the reason I was experiencing those feelings was because I was spending too much time by myself. If you followed me for a while, you would know I moved to LA from Puerto Rico pretty recently. And something that I've been struggling a lot with has been being by myself. You see, one of the worst things that you can do as an adult that nobody warns you about is spending more than 24 hours by yourself with your own fucking thoughts. I need another human interaction with me at some point during the day, because if I don't get that, I will literally start thinking about every single mistake I've ever fucking made. I am actively trying to combat that by looking for a second job. I want to see if by getting a second job I can keep my mind more busy, but also I can move out of my apartment because my apartment is a little too small, and I want to see if I can find a roommate. That way I can move out to a more comfortable place, and I also have another human living with me, so I am not alone with my thoughts. Hopefully I get a second job pretty soon. I've been applying to many places, but who want me? No. Besides all of those things that I mentioned, I also realized that making friendships as an adult is way more fucking complicated than you think. So for a while I was thinking, damn, why is it so complicated to like make friendships as an adult? And I realized that it's because as an adult, because our schedules are so busy, you have to actually make time to actually want to bond with someone and get to know them and interact with them. That's an element that when you are in middle school, high school, and kind of in college is not as present, I think. For example, my friends from back home in Puerto Rico, we're like really close, right? And I feel like the reason we are, it's because when we were in middle school and high school and some of them I met them in college. Our only responsibility was go to school or college and just do homework, and that's it. Many of us didn't really have jobs at the time, so we had a lot of free time to just spend with each other and get to know each other, you know. But as an adult, because, you know, everyone has their responsibilities now and everything, you actively have to like move stuff around in your calendar so you can actually make time for people. And a lot of people are not willing to do that unless they actually care about you, you know? I don't know. That's like the realization that I'm like coming to terms right now. And it's like, okay. Now that I'm building friendships from scratch as an adult, I am putting that into practice. I am actively vocalizing to people, hey, I would like to get to know you more and hang out with you more. When do you think you would be available so we can like plan something? Before, it would be just like, oh yeah, let's do something on Friday. Oh yeah, cool, let's hang out. But now it's like, a lot of us work on a Friday, you know? You kind of have to maneuver your way around interpersonal relationships. It's definitely an experience. Like, in theory, it sounds easy, and I guess it kind of is. But like, if you think about it, I have to cook. I have to do grocery shopping. I have to go to work. I have to do laundry. I have to clean the apartment. I have to make art. And not only I make art, but I also do content for my socials. Like I do videos and stuff every now and then. So all of those things, you know, take a lot of my time. And not only that, but also I don't have a car. So I have to rely on either public transportation or walking in LA. So when you think about it, it actually takes a lot of my time. Spending time with people, again, I have to like maneuver my way around it because I don't have as much free time as people might think I have. So not only is like the limited free time that I have keeping me from hanging with people, but also like the cultural shock. Many times I have been like talking in like between like a group of people and someone says something funny and I'm just like, it definitely makes me feel a certain type of way because I don't know, I feel very out of place because sometimes I don't understand some of like people's jokes or I don't get the punchline or whatever. I'm very aware that it's because of like how, for example, the jokes in Puerto Rico are gonna be like shaped around the societal context that the people in Puerto Rico live in, you know? And same thing goes for the people here in LA, you know, they're gonna shape their humor based on the societal context that they live in. Me coming from one societal context to the other one, it's like, okay, I don't understand certain things about this, you know, I don't understand certain societal dynamics that are going on. And I don't know, kind of makes it a little bit difficult to meet people. I think I've gotten used to it. Now I have conversations with strangers every now and then, maybe when I find the time to actually go out and meet up with people, it's easier for me for sure. But it was a little difficult in the beginning when I moved here. And to put it into perspective, I moved here in February and it's already December and I'm still struggling with all of that. But yeah, so much has happened. I'm learning so much from moving here. Honestly, I've gone through so much fucking shit. I should totally make like a story time video or something. You should let me know in the comments if you want, like maybe like a story time of something crazy that has happened. Public transportation stories. Like, I feel like taking public transportation in LA at nighttime should be considered an extreme sport because honestly, that's fucking crazy. Definitely, next time I will do a story time video on like public transportation. But going back to the topic of friendships, like what are your thoughts on adult friendships? Like if you're an adult, of course, like and when I say if you're an adult, I mean like, I don't know, 23 plus, I don't know, because most likely you're out of college if you are more than 23. How do you feel about adult friendships? Do you think they are easy to make? Do you think they are difficult? Do you feel like maintaining friendships as an adult gets harder and harder as time goes on? Or do you feel like they're actually easier than friendships when you were in high school or middle school? Like, what are your thoughts? I would like to know, let me know. Also, before doing the story time video, not about public transportation, that was just a joke, but before doing like whatever story time video I do, I am thinking of actually uploading a vlog, because I think vlogs are cool. I like watching them every now and then. And I think it's the perfect moment to actually do one, because I will be visiting my family and friends in Puerto Rico as a surprise. I am thinking of doing a vlog of like me traveling and visiting them and giving them the surprise and whatever, and also showing like a little bit of like art, you know, like an art slash travel vlog kind of thing. I don't know, we'll see what I do, but that's about it. That's all I have for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do really like recording these videos and just like talking about random stuff, and I hope that the video served its purpose, which is keeping you company as you cooked and clean around the apartment. If you still feel lonely, that is okay. You can go and check my other videos in the channel if you want. If you did not like the video, please let me know in the comment section so I can do absolutely nothing about it. Remember that you can follow me on my other socials like Blue Sky, Tumblr, and the one that I am the most active, Instagram, under the name of Bellflower. Or you can just type my name, Janhil Rivera, and my art should pop up. Thank you so much for watching once again, and hopefully you can get to check more of my videos in the future. Thank you.